Hendrick and ECR look to be merging for the 2021 season. IndyCar has released their schedule for the 2021 season, and Bill Elliott looks like he will be returning to motorsports. A lot of stuff to get into this episode. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. To start off, we are going to be talking about Bill Elliott as he will be joining the SRX Racing Series for the 2021 SRX season. I believe he is now the 8th or 9th driver to join the SRX. There's a lot of drivers that have joined the SRX, and I think it's really cool that Bill Elliott is going to be back racing in the XRS in 2021. The last time Bill Elliott raced was actually really not that long ago. He actually raced in the 2018 Road America. I think it was 2 years ago, 2018, drove the number 23 GMS racing car at Road America a couple years ago. Did all right. I actually think Bill Elliott's going to do pretty all right in this series. I think he'll actually be a contender. You're getting this whole, legend series. It's not like all these drivers that were retired recently. You're getting drivers that retired 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's going to be an incredible series next year, and the more that I see all these awesome, incredible drivers coming back, and possible future drivers coming to series, the better I feel about the series and the excitement that I feel for the series. Maybe we'll see Chase Elliott race it, and maybe we'll see Jimmy Johnson race it. But it's really, really awesome to see Bill Elliott back racing in motorsports. I cannot wait for him to come and race in the SRX. On to the next story. Kaz Grala is going to be substituting for Natalie Decker in the number 44 Nice Motorsports truck as she has not been cleared to return to NASCAR. Last week, Natalie Decker was supposed to be racing at Las Vegas for the NASCAR Truck Series race last Friday. Unfortunately, she had some complications. I don't remember what she has. She has a disease, I believe. And unfortunately, she was not cleared to race. Now, it's not clear what is completely wrong with Natalie Decker at this moment. But first of all, I do crap on Natalie Decker a lot. But when a driver's health is at risk and there's an issue going on with their health, I wish the driver the best of luck. I really, really do. I think Kaz Grala, though, is getting a major, major opportunity. He's a really talented young driver. He deserves a lot more respect than he gets. He's very underrated in NASCAR. He's performed pretty well at RCR the last couple of years. He's driven for that team as a part-time driver. And I think that he should get a full-time opportunity at a pretty good organization here in the future. I think that Kaz Grala is an awesome, awesome young talent. And I think that he will do very, very well here when he drives the 44 truck at Talladega Saturday. It's going to be an exciting weekend. We got a lot of awesome drivers coming out to that one. On to the next story. The 2021 rules package has been unveiled, and there really are not a lot of changes to the schedule. Besides, Darlington and Nashville will be 750 horsepower package races. We knew this from yesterday when they announced schedule. That has been confirmed. So, there are going to be 19 750 horsepower races and the Clash on there. There will be only 13 races with this 550 horsepower package and the All-Star race, but there might be a chance that they're going to change that package for the All-Star race. And the Super Speedway will have 4 races and the duels. This is really, really good news. I am a big, big fan of the low downforce, high horsepower package. The racing is so much better. And I'm also really excited Darlington and Nashville are going to be getting the 750 horsepower package races because I think the races are generally going to be a lot better than they were with the 550 horsepower. I think Darlington especially is really going to shine. You look at the Xfinity Series, and they have low downforce, high horsepower packages basically. I kind of think they're kind of somewhere in the middle, but the racing, especially the last time we were at Darlington, actually last time we were at Darlington, the finishes have been incredible. You had the duel between Chase Briscoe and Kyle Busch. And then you also had the duel between Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain basically took each other out of the victory, and Brandon Jones basically stole the win. I love that we're seeing more 750 horsepower package races, and depending on when the next-gen car comes out, I'm excited for that. And I'm personally fine with having the 550 horsepower package, at least for next year in some way, because we're not going to have this package really going into 2022 when the next-gen car rolls out. And they were supposed to be a little bit lower on the horsepower. I think somewhere around 650 horsepower is what it's being rumored to be. And it's supposed to be rumored to be lower downforce and more high horsepower, which that makes me really excited. I hope NASCAR goes forward with more low downforce and high horsepower. I think the racing in general is going to be a lot better for the fans watching. But yeah, I'm really excited about next year, especially that we're going to have more high horsepower races. Only 13 low horsepower races. That is going to be really exciting, and I cannot wait for the 2021 season. We're only 3 months away from 2020, so that's really exciting to know. On to the next story is where the one big story and the bad story is going to come in. The 2021 IndyCar schedule. Yeah, I have a lot of opinions on the schedule. I'm going to be very abrupt. I'm going to be very sincere, and I'm going to tell you the truth on the schedule. I'm going to go through the schedule and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. There is good stuff on it. It's not all doom and gloom, but there are a lot of problems. So, there will be 17 races next year. So, we will start off with St. Petersburg. Then we will go to Barber in Long Beach. Then there will be a Texas doubleheader. After that will be Indianapolis Road Course for the Indy GP, and then we'll have the Indy 500. Right after that, the Detroit doubleheaders. Then we'll go to Road America, Mid-Ohio. Then we'll head to Toronto, and then we'll have the National Street Course for the first time. Then we'll be headed back to the Indy Road Course for the Indy NASCAR doubleheader. Then we will go to Gateway, Portland, and then we will go to Laguna Seca. Now, I don't like the schedule really a lot. There are good things on the schedule. I'm really excited about the National Street Course. I think the layout looks incredible. They'll have to get some safety for the bridge when they go across that. But I am a big fan of the National Street Course. I also think the first 3 races that start off season are perfect. That's a great way to start. I'm also fine with Detroit doubleheader because we get that out of the way early. I'm also fine with some other stuff. I have a problem, though, with the schedule. There are only 4 oval races next year, and 2 of them are at Texas, and one of them is the Gateway. I did not think the race at Gateway was fantastic. I think the racing before previous years has been all right. 2020's race, no, was not great at Gateway. Still, NASCAR needs to go to Gateway in the future, but Gateway's IndyCar race, no, not a fan of that. Also, Texas doubleheader, are you serious? Like, we lost COTA for this? Like, for real? We're going to get a Texas doubleheader? Are you kidding me? The racing for any racing series at Texas has been god-awful since 2017 when they repaved the track, and IndyCar's racing's not been good since they repaved the track. The racing before they repaved was incredible. You saw a photo finish between Graham Rahal and I think James Hinchcliffe for the victory. That was exciting. The fact that we got 2 races at Texas, no. Just awful. Just not a good decision, in my opinion. And another big problem, too, is that we're going to have 2 Indy road course races next year. I am not a fan of that either. I think that is a terrible, terrible decision. I think you need to get rid of one of those. You don't need 3. We're going to have 5 races at the Indy road course next year. Why? Why do we have 5 Indy road course races next year? Like, seriously? No, 2 of them next year. Why do we have 5 in 2 years? Fans are going to get burned out by that, by the way. I think you need to either take the May one away or get rid of the August one in the future. I understand why they're doing one in August because you have the NASCAR IndyCar doubleheader, so that kind of saves that one. So remove the May one, in my opinion. Just remove the May one. I don't understand it. Also, Iowa and Richmond and COTA. Iowa, in my opinion, produces probably the best short track racing for IndyCar and for the best racing on ovals for IndyCar. Bad decision there. Also, another racetrack, Richmond. We were supposed to go back there. And it was sold out. And now we're not going back there next year. And that's honestly really, really, really is going to suck. And then no more COTA when the first race wasn't fantastic, but still a very solid race at COTA. So I'm really disappointed in IndyCar there. Overall, there are good things. The end is pretty good, except Gateway being there. Gateway's a good racetrack, but the racing there was not great this year, if we're going to be honest. Indy doubleheader. At least we're not going to have, 2 races next year at Gateway. At least we get 1. I think the racing will be better with 1 race, in my opinion. But there are a lot of bad things. Overall, the score for me is a 5 out of 10. It's very low. Compared to NASCAR's schedule and last year's IndyCar schedule, this is a massive, massive downgrade and a massive, massive disappointment. And I am extremely disappointed in IndyCar. Now, they can definitely fix it for next year. I think there are some issues. Of course, COVID did kind of affect that, but it's a very disappointment, especially for the Roger Penske era. This is a very big disappointment. I think they really, really messed up with the schedule, and I'm very disappointed in the schedule. So now, we get into the final story for this episode, and this is where things get better. Hendrick and ECR will begin working together after the season on a common Chevy engine and R&D. Both engine shops remain open, and Jeff Andrews and Richie Gilmore to oversee the collaboration. Jeff Andrews and Hendrick and Richie Gilmore with ECR. What this means is Chevy is going to have one common engine for the future going forward. This is a very, very exciting move for Chevy fans. This is a really, really big deal because Toyota has TRD and Ford has Roush Yates engines. They have one set of engines for that. Chevy has been, I think, behind because you have two separate engines. The fact they are collaborating together for the first time, that is a massive, massive win for Chevy. Chevy, I think, will catch up next year. Yes, of course, Hendrick Motorsports is going to be a little bit behind next year because they're going to have a lot more cars next year. They're going to have 10 cars with Spire going over there, and you have JT Doherty. But Hendrick and ECR working together. That is a big, big win for NASCAR in general. This is a big, big win. You know, we've been waiting for this. I've been saying that this is one of the big reasons why Chevy has been kind of behind the last couple of years. Look at the performance of Chevy in general. They've been down this year. They've been really, really down, and the performance has gone down the last couple of years. I think them working together to make a really, really good car and make the cars a lot better, I think is going to be a massive, massive victory for Chevy. And I think Chevy will catch up. Do I think they're going to immediately win races and catch up the Toyota Ford? No. But by the end of next year, I think they're going to be dominating. I sure think they're going to be dominating, especially with them going the next-gen car, having Chackenhouse also oversee the operations over there. You're going to have a lot better of a Chevy organization, and Chevy is going to be in such a better state, and we've been waiting for this, and I'm really excited that they are going to be working together going into 2021, and that they're partnering up finally. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting for this for a while, and it's finally happening. So, anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you'll be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Link description below for that, and comment below your thoughts on today's video. What do you think about the 2021 IndyCar schedule? Do you like it, or are you not a fan of it, or are you disappointed like myself? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think about Hendrick and ECR partnering up for the long term and starting in 2021? Are you a fan of that or not? Let me know in the comments below. We're getting very close to 400 subscribers here on the channel. That's a really big plan for that coming up soon. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you do like the videos so YouTube can continue to recommend the videos to you guys. If you do that, I would really, really appreciate it. And guys, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Make sure you follow my links in the description below so you guys can see me update on some cool stuff. And we might know what's going on with Matt out here very, very soon. There might be another video tomorrow after the IndyCar race. Link will let you guys know on Twitter what's going on there. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.